This is Dustin with Redfli. I'm going to explain to you real quickly what an ERV is. So an ERV stands for Energy Recovery Ventilator. What it does is in a house like this with a conditioned attic, meaning the attic stays the same temperature as the basic part of the house within about 5 degrees. There's no venting. We've got to get fresh air into the house. To get the fresh air in, we have our intake, which is out in our soffit. So the soffit intake pulls the fresh air from outside through our pipes and goes right into the ERV unit. When it hits the ERV unit, again, it's going through a MERV 13 filter, so it's getting filtered, and then we're pulling the stale air out of the house, which is important. You got to get the old air out as well as the new. So what we can do in our bathrooms is we can use these as double duty. There are bath vents as well as our stale air returns, and we get the air out. When we do this, we take it back out to the filter, it drops out to the exterior of the house, and now we're fully funneling all fresh air in, stale air out by controlling the kind of air we have in. We have less allergens in the air, we have less dust, and again, we're fully controlling what kind of air we're breathing inside. So with an unconditioned attic, you normally have air that flows up through the attic space and then can fall down, dust can fall down and gets all over. With a conditioned space, it stays again about 5 to 6 degrees at the ambient temperature of the house, but more importantly, there's no blowing up in the attic, so there's no dust that's falling down, getting dust around the house. Come with me, I'm going to show you a finished install of that unit. So here's the finished install. We've got intakes and exhaust on both sides. You can see one of these is not hooked up. You don't always need to use both ports, it depends on how the unit's being used. But everything's hooked up similar to an HVAC system. You've got your ERV unit, which is right here, and we have all these different kind of adjustments on there. So we can dial in if the supply air needs to be higher, if the exhaust air needs to be lower, higher. So you can really dial in for each house and each system what that looks like. Here's the inside of the unit. So here is where the energy recovery is happening. So as you can kind of see where the intakes, exhausts, this air is coming in here, it's going through it. So as the air is coming in, this unit, by pulling the old air in with this either warmer or colder, depending on which way the conversion is happening, it's going to take this air, filter it through here as it spins around, and this air as it flows through either becomes warmer or colder, so that way as it goes out to the rest of the house is being preconditioned, cleaned, filter, all that kind of good stuff. So here is kind of what the guts of it look like. Again, the benefit here is we have full control of the unit. We put it in a nice conditioned attic like this. We can come up here any time of the year, and this is going to feel like the main part of the house. So easy to service, easy to utilize,